So this is productivity example number 5, which is also assignment for this week. And here we have Lillian Falk, who is the president of Lakefront Manufacturing, and they produce bicycle tires. So they make 1,000 tires per day with the following resources. And so you can see that 1,000 tires per day is our output. And then we have labor, raw materials, energy, and capital costs. And so we can find productivity of labor, and also we can find productivity of raw materials, of energy, or even capital cost. But also we can look at multi-factor productivity, which will include all this. And so we can go to Excel and see how this can be organized and how it can be done. As I mentioned in class, the first thing to do is to create a model. We have a number of questions here. We have A, B, and C. So let's first organize this information in Excel. And remember, we need to identify the formula, which is productivity. And this is equals to output per input. And we are asked to find labor productivity and also multi-factor productivity. So we'll start with the labor productivity and then go with the multi-factor productivity. But before that, we need to organize this information so that we can be able to find, to answer this kind of questions. So first of all, identify the output and identify the inputs. So here we can see that we have 1,000 units. Then inputs, first of all, we have labor. And in this case, you can see that we have labor in terms of hours and also how much it costs per hour for labor. And also raw materials, we have 20,000 pounds. And also we can see how much the raw materials will cost per pound. And then we have energy, 5,000, and capital cost, which will be 10,000. So in this case, let's write just labor hours, 400 hours. And then raw materials, 20,000 pounds. Now you can see that with the energy, we have $5,000 per day, and the capital cost is $10,000 per day. So the unit of measurement here is dollar. But here we have hours and also we have pounds. So we cannot put the same, like take 400, 20,000 and 5,000, 10,000, because we have different units of measurement. If we have to consider multi-factor productivity, then we need to bring labor hours in terms of dollars. So to do so, we have $12.50 per hour. So that means we are going to multiply 400 hours times 12.50, and so we get the cost of labor. And also we have $1 per pound. So this one is dollar per hour, and here it is $1 per pound. So in this case, find the cost of labor, because we know if it costs $12.50 per hour, then it will be times the 400 hours. So put equal sign, and then you can click on 400 times 12.50. So if you enter, then we have 5,000 labor cost. So here we're going to say labor cost. Now for raw materials as well, we will take the same formula, because we know that it will cost $1 per pound, and therefore for 20,000 pounds it will be $1 times 20,000. And so just put equal sign and then click on 20,000 times $1. So if you enter, you're going to have 20,000, not pounds, but it will be the cost of material. Then we can proceed with energy. It is 5,000 per day. And also we have capital cost, which is 10,000 per day. So you can see that we have brought all this into one measurement, and so we can actually use multi-factor productivity formula to find productivity of the inputs. So now the first question here asks you to find labor productivity. So there are two ways of finding labor productivity. In this case, you know that we can use the labor hours and also the cost of labor. So labor productivity in this case, as we said, it is output divided by the input. And in this case, we are looking for labor productivity. In fact, you can put the equal sign and then take 1,000 divided by the labor hours. You could divide by the cost of labor. There's no problem with that. So I'm going to go with the labor hours, but I will ask you to find labor productivity in terms of labor cost. So it will be 1,000 divided by 400. So I'm going to click on the 400, and if you enter, you have 2.5, and that will be units per hour. So that is labor productivity. And let me find productivity of raw materials. You are not asked to do this, but I'm just going to add for your understanding. And so in this case, instead of using raw materials units or items, I'm going to consider the cost of raw materials. So let me work here. I'm going to put equal sign, and then I'll click on the output, divide by the cost of raw materials. So I'm going to click there and enter. And in this case, you can see that that it will be the units produced per dollar spent on the raw materials. So that will be 0.05 units per dollar spent on the raw materials. So now what I can do here is to find the total cost. And the total cost means the total cost of inputs. So because these are the dollar values for labor, raw materials, energy, and capital costs. So we can add all of this and we'll know that how much it costs. And so we're going to add, and you can put the equal sign, type sum, select sum, and then check all this, and then close the bracket. And the overall cost of it in terms of dollars. Sorry. And in this case, we can find multi-factor productivity. So let me write here. And the multi-factor productivity will be output per the overall cost of inputs. So this is the question we're supposed to do, the multi-factor productivity. Now, question number C, it says, what is the percentage change in multi-factor productivity if the lakefront can reduce the energy bill by 1,000 per day without cutting production or changing any other inputs? So you need to show the steps, but the steps are already, we have already created this. So that's our model. The question says that we need to cut energy bill by 1,000. So what will be the multi-factor productivity? If you look at the energy cost here, it is 5,000. And remember the total inputs will be 40,000. So if you reduce energy bill from 5,000, you reduce 1,000 from 5,000, then that means this is going to be 4,000. Just change this 5,000 to 4,000. Now, please look at this and let me know if it makes sense to you.